Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. The Australian dollar remains above the 66-cent handle against its rival, the US dollar, as the greenback still hovers near the lows around 97.20 to the index. Following the emergency US rate cut yesterday, the market is still slowly digesting the outlook in terms of the dollar and also the Australian dollar after its rate cut on Tuesday of 25 basis points by the RBA. Since the rebound of the 11-year low around 64.34, the Australian dollar has advanced for the third consecutive day and now taken its challenge back towards that level of 66.45. From a technical point, I'm not overly bullish, and I still feel the threat is to the downside and therefore could see a rejection again from this level of 66.45 and look back towards the support seen around 65.75 and 65.30.40. Also overnight, Deputy Governor from the RBA, Guy Debelle, told the Australian Parliament that the RBA could do just one more rate cut before turning to quantitative easing. He predicted the fall in services exports due to the coronavirus would cut by 0.5% of the Australian GDP in the first quarter of 2020. So let's see if the market does reject the level of 66.45 and look back to the downside. Well, it was a very whipsaw price action overnight. First of all, you can see the market took the challenge the previous day of 112.20 figure 20 rejection, fell back towards the level of 110.90, took a challenge to the upside and again fell back and rejected the level of 110.90. From an indication of the RSI, it does give further suggestion that we may see a fall back towards this level of 110.90. Now a break beneath there would give further scope to an objective of 110.10.20, which I'm in favour of. Let's see if the market is a little bit more negative due to the fact is that with all the global central banks starting to cut rates, it is assessed that the European Central Bank, the ECB, will cut rates by 10 basis points, possibly today, tomorrow, and very, very soon, and therefore could put a little bit of pressure on the euro and seeing a little bit of upstep in the US dollar. Looking at the US dollar against the Japanese yen, the market fell back to its objective of 106.80.95 after posting a fresh low of 106.84. Now from that and from the rejection from 106.80.95 does give further scope to maybe to 107.85, but I still view the cap around 108.55 to 60. If we do see a significant break of 106.80, that would expose the region of 105.60.80, which I'm still in favour of. The pound, since the inverted hammer, the market is taking a step towards the outside again, but now there is still talk that the Bank of England may cut rates very soon or at its next meeting this month. Therefore, I do see upside limited towards 129.15.30, and I do expect to see the down test back to this level of 127.25. Well, the dollar CAD, to some surprise, actually cut by 50 basis points, that is the central bank, and moved the overnight cash rate to 125%. It was a little bit of a surprise that the Bank of Canada went by 50, but still the market, a little bit of a knee jerk above 134, but didn't sustain there. I'm still holding the view that this market will break down. Now a move through 133.75 would reinstate the target of 132.75. Above 134, not supportive of upholding. Since the rally of around $65, the gold is still a little bit on the uncertainty of breaking above 16.58 to 60. I do feel that from the sell-off of $87 and this rally of 65, not breaking the upside, could see a pullback, and I'm waiting to see a better levels to get in, which could be around 16.26 to 29 or around the break area of 1,610.18. But for the moment, though, I am neutral because I don't feel there is any opportunity to put risk on while the RSI, MACD, is giving little away to direction. Wrapping up with oil, well, since the Marubozu candle, I still feel that the market is poised, that is, to test to the levels of $48.95 to $49.70.90, With any pullback, would see a base around $46.5 to around about $45 a barrel. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. Hope you enjoyed a great start to this new day.